Hi everyone, so today I'm gonna do a video on how to get Chrono Crystals fast in the game. So it will be something useful for both new players and old players who have been playing the game for long. Yeah, so on the top right corner you can see that this icon here. These are Chrono Crystals, about 30,000, and this is the main premium resource that you need to get to summon for new units, and that's how the game works. You summon for new units to play the game on PvE or PvP. So those characters either are the ones that you like, or typically are the newest units are the strongest units. So for the game itself, you need Chrono Crystals, and if you want it fast, of course you can get it here from the shops. Yeah, so I'll run through later what are the items to buy if you ever want to pay for CCs, but for most players, I believe you want to get your CCs for free, and there are a lot of places to get CCs for free in the game, and you can get lots of CCs. And the first things first, it will be this story mode. So you go to any chapter yourself, you can see that inside the chapter, when you clear the story for the first time, you get 10 CCs. And over here under the challenge here, you have 7 challenges to clear, and each challenge is about 3 CCs. So all in it will be 21 CCs if you clear all the challenges. So each chapter itself, typically you will get 31 CCs. And then if you go into the missions wise, this part, you will get 10 CCs when you clear each chapter itself. So all in, when you're clearing each chapter, you are getting actually in short 41 CCs. And in the story mode itself, depending if you're old player or not, like for myself, a lot of the old chapters I've cleared under the easy mode. I left some under the hard mode not to be cleared, so that I can get my CCs later on. So it's a place where if you have sufficient CCs, you can clear it later. And typically, if you, of course you are a new player, you have no CCs, of course this is where you want to get. But if you are old player and you have new stories coming out, you see chapter part 15 itself, I have not cleared most of it at the moment. Yeah, because there are about how many, about 182 chapters at the moment. So 182 challenges at the moment, and there's quite a lot of CCs that I can get from here. But you notice that I'm at a very high amount of CCs at the moment, so basically I would just want to leave it to later. Yeah, why do I do so? Yeah, same thing for the missions itself. The missions under here, Z missions, you see there's no expiry date, so you can leave your CCs here. I have tons of CCs that I don't collect for clearing the Z missions itself, and you see there's no expiry date, as opposed to say the co-op, the adventures or whatever challenge that we have, like the margin campaign missions here. There's expiry date to this. So those that have expiry date, then of course please collect before the expiry date of the event itself. So why do I say so? Because under exchange shop, that's where you can get another source of CCs. And under legends itself, there's a restriction when if you have 20,000 CC or more, you cannot exchange for the CCs that are inside the exchange shop. So you can see here, now we have the campaign rate ongoing for the Majin Buu Saga. I can't exchange because I have more than 20,000 CCs. So I'll always tell players, if you have sufficient amount of CCs, try to leave collecting this Z mission CCs, and also leave story mode to the end. Whenever you need it, then you grind for them. So always come to exchange for your CCs under this exchange shop. Yeah, so under exchange shop, there are a lot of places to exchange for CCs. So standard one is this co-op exchange shop. So you scroll all the way down, there's 300 CCs for each season of co-op. So over here, try to exchange for that. Like you see now, I can't exchange for it. So every season, if they will be set with 300 cc's. Then there's also this challenge battle here that you see here. This typically comes out usually once a month when there's any major campaign ongoing and new units that are being released. And here there's typically about 500 cc's that you can exchange for, and see now I can't even exchange for any of it, so it's a huge waste for me. Under Legends Battle Royale, typically when there are new units that come out, you can come here to exchange for 300 cc's. Yeah, so typically once a month, I believe there's around 2 Legends Battle Royale. Yeah, so that's one place you can get. Then for PvP at Exchange Shop, typically there's 300 cc's that you can exchange for each PvP season. And for this season itself, there's for the Margin Duel campaign itself, there is extra 300 cc's here that you can exchange, and which makes up 600. Then the one that you want to exchange most is this raid. The raids typically now give you about 700 cc's for each raid, so this is one place that you definitely want to come and get the cc's. So moving on, you will have your missions, and under missions there are 2 parts. One is your daily mission, one is your events mission. So your events mission, typically they will indicate here. It's very nice. They actually indicate, that's about 1000 cc for this margin campaign mission. And so always try to do all these missions, but like I say, leave it to the last to collect. So say now there's 7 days, I'll probably collect it on the 3rd day when there's 3 days remaining. Also try not to leave it to last day, because in case there's any maintenance or what. So try to at least claim it 3 days or 2 days before the mission goes away. So there's 1000 cc's here, and typically your mission shop here, there's also like the hyper dimension core. Typically it gives about 200 cc's every season, so that's one place that you can collect from missions. And under adventures itself, typically they will have about 100 cc's. Yeah, but sometimes they may not give cc's and give, like now we have the Majin Buu campaign, so they give us this Majin Buu campaign medals instead. But typically that will be about 100 cc's every week for the adventures. Now, so under your TOP itself missions, there's also this that you can collect. Then over here you see this thing called the Battle Lovers Plan. Now, so this is the battle plan that you have to select. So I'll typically select the Battle Lovers Plan because that is the one that gives you the most CCs. If you are free to play, every season you will get about 500 CCs as rewards. You can see it over here. Yeah. So if you want to spend a little money, you can buy this premium pack. For Battle Lovers Plan, that's extra 1500 CCs. This is probably the best pack to buy if you want to buy. But if you are free to play, here there's 500 CCs here. Then of course there's this daily stamp rally. So this daily stamp rally is something that you need to complete your missions daily. Yeah, so under here you can see the daily missions here. You need to complete all the missions for 1 stamp every day. And under this daily stamp rally, there's 1000 CCs over 14 days. So every 14 days you reset. So in the past, I think if you miss a day or so, you will get reset to 0. But now I think the Legends has already changed the format so that even if you miss 1 day, you can still carry on. But always make sure that you do your dailies here and collect your mission stamps to get the CCs here. That's very, very important. Then under specials here, there's also some special missions here. If you look at it, there's no expiry date. No expiry date. So always remember, those that have no expiry date, save it for last to claim, because those are the missions that basically don't go away, and you just want to collect those that will expire first and those from the exchange shop first. So this is what I'll always suggest to players. Another place that you can collect is your hyper dimension co-op. So there's 4 ranks of difficulty from extreme. So extreme here itself, if you look at the rewards, so first time clear you get 10 cc's. Under the challenge here, there's typically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 challenges, and so each one will give you about 3. So all in is about 25 for one difficulty level. So you see here it's the same for the rest. Okay. So I think for the extreme one, I think there's only 5 challenges. Yeah, so you can actually see here. So for the advanced and intermediate one, you get about 7. So here you get about 31 for each. So here adds up 31 times 3 is about 93, and then here there's 20. Let me see, 25. So it's 116 Chrono Crystals that you can get for every season. Then of course, like I mentioned, you can go to exchange shop to exchange for your CCs as well. So these are some of the key areas where you can collect CCs. Then the other one will be your PvP. So under PvP itself, you can see that over here, top rank you get 1300, so most people won't be able to get, but you will at least be able to hit, I would say most people will be able to hit a top 50% and above. So that's about 200 cc's here. The top 75% will get 100 cc's, but that's really for people who are really not active at all in the game. I mean, if you just generally play the game, most of you will get into the top 50 to top 30%. Yeah, top 10k, I would say that, unless you are pretty decent at the game, you are not going to hit in the top 10k for most people. I mean, there's only 10,000. There's 30 million players in the game. So you do the maths. Yeah, probably there's only 1% of the player base, actually less than 1% of the player base will get into top 10,000. But most people should get into the top 50%, and you can get at least 200 cc's here, and there's also Z power here, so it's a pretty good place to go. And previously when Legends introduced the battle rank rewards, the ranking rewards itself, there's also this group rankings reward. So now you have a group, so if you're not that good a player, but if you are put into a easier group itself, if you finish in top 10 you'll get 200, top 20 you'll get 200 cc's guaranteed. Then of course, if you are really not good at all, you can at least get 100 cc's. So this is a place that you can get. So you should always go into PvP to play. And PvP itself is why you should clear PvP, like I mentioned, you go into the battle lovers plan here, you need to play as much PvP to clear the missions. Yeah, so if you see here, play 50 PvP, win PvP at least 30 times, to get most of the missions cleared, and so you can get CCs. I'll be doing a guide to teach people how to easily clear all these missions, even if you are noob. Okay, even if you are noob, you can actually easily clear all this. Yeah, so to get all this, waiting matches rewards, so that you can exchange for your CCs as well. So that's another place where you can get your CCs. Last place to get your CCs would be events. Events are typically, there are those that are new events, those recurring events. So new events, like your raids, etc. And so when you do your raids the first time round, you can actually get CCs inside here. Yeah, so you clear it for the first time, you get 10cc. Same thing, if you clear your challenges, you get 3ccs for each challenge cleared. And your rates itself typically will have about 7 if I'm not wrong. And that's where you can get your CCs. So these are time gated events. You will notice 7 days and it will expire. And your Hercule event, if you clear it for the first time, you will get 10 CCs here. So that's some CCs here. And if you go back to Zenkai Rush Battle, Zenkai Rush Battle is used to be very good. You get 500. Now you can only get 300 CCs for clearing the battles itself. So you can click rewards. So when you click rewards, you can see, basically you clear the Zenkai Rush is an easy 300 CCs here. So this Zenkai Rush typically only lasts for 14 days. And that's where you get your Zenkai Z power for the units for free. And that's where I'll suggest players, please always do all this Zenkai Rush, because for PvE content, it's very important to get your units Zenkai, especially for TOP mode. So TOP mode is one place that you can get tons of CCs, which later I'll show you. Now of course, all these different events that will pop up. Yeah, so for this, recommended typically are those that have an expiry date. And your original series, you can also clear those. And typically original series here, they will actually come back every month or so. So when you clear those, you can get tons of CCs. Like something similar to your story mode, you clear the first time, you get 10 CCs. Clear 7 challenges, you get 21 CCs, so it's 31 CCs. So for each battle that you clear. And there's tons of battles that you can get here, which is very good. Yeah, and of course there's those that are permanent here, like your Reddits, your Nappa, your Vegeta, Ginyu, Frieza EX, Zenkais. These are permanent events that don't go away. So if you have sufficient CCs, try to leave them for last to clear, because you want to keep a store of your CCs. Yeah, then there are some special events here that are permanent and don't go away, so you can actually clear those. Yeah, so I'll typically recommend players who are playing it for a long time, keep all these events for your big events like Legends Fest or Anniversary. When you run out of CCs, this is your last place where you can go in and grind your CCs. So that's what I always suggest. These events here, all these special events that appear. Yeah, so it's once you clear it once, it will be gone. So always try to keep it for your major events when you run out of CCs and you want to get your most busted unit at that time. Okay, so another part that you can get CCs, actually, if you're a new player, you can just soul boost your units. So I have fully soul boosted most of my units, so I can't get any more CCs. And it's under your Z missions. If you soul boost itself, you can get CCs from the Z missions. Yeah, just that I'm already a long time player. I've been playing this game for almost five over years. So yeah, I can't get any more CCs from that. Yeah, but there's a few things that you can get for as a new player and old player. You can do a friendship rank grind. Yeah, you can clear your friendship missions. So friendship missions itself, I've played today. So I'll just attach one that I've done. One other place that you can get CCs is actually through friendship rank grind. So you can do your 3 friendship rank missions, or sometimes there's the path to friendship during special celebrations, whether it's Legends Fest or Anniversary or any special events. You can get to do those special grinds, and there you can get lots of CCs as well. And under story mode, you can also grind for friendship, which I'll show shortly. So this is a party that I set out for friendship rank grind itself. Okay, so each equipment is extra 9 friendship, extra 9% friendship rank points, and there are 18 equipments that you can equip, so that's extra 162% of friendship rank points, and that's very useful in getting CCs, because every time if you look into this, okay, if you're at friendship rank 1, like say this Gohan here, at friendship rank 1, every knot that you increase here gives you extra 2 CCs. So if you have any units at friendship rank 1 and you want to grind for CCs fast, you can actually look for those that are at friendship rank 1 and grind those as well. Yeah, so subsequently when you hit friendship rank 2 and above, every knot that you increase, you will get only 1 extra CC. Yeah, so you can see that, you know, Gohan is about 1781 friendship rank points to the next knot. Yeah, so if I do this battle itself, so you go into story mode, and if you go select part, you go to part 6, you scroll all the way on to book 1, chapter 8. Yeah, this Super Saiyan 3 Goku battle itself actually gives you the most friendship rank points in the story mode. Yeah, so for this battle itself, this gives you the most friendship rank points. Yeah, I think it's about 1080. So if we do this battle, you'll be able to see that, you know. So let me select, say, this Daima Goku, and I do Pan and Gohan. So if you have extra energy, you can come here to do your friendship rank grind. Typically it's you can just let it autoplay itself and then just replay and replay, and you don't really have to play the battle. So you just rerun the match if you want to grind the friendship. You're gonna grind CCs for friendship rank points, and this is a free to play way of getting your friendship rank up and getting CCs. So you see that, for Gohan itself, if I clear this, I think I'll get about 2000 plus friendship rank points. So basically Gohan here, he has already hit 2000 plus to clearing this, and then you can see that, you know, I get 2 CCs here. So for this, you can just rerun the match and then just constantly just grind. You have a lot of energy bar, and then just let the CPU play for you, and that will be good enough. So we have this Path to Friendship event here, basically which is a newer event that was created in 2024, when you can have 3 battle members fight and then increase your friendship ranks tremendously and get CCs from it. So we can just take a look at this Goku. You know, his friendship rank is 1, and he basically I have not used him to get any in any battles, and you can see that this is a fresh Goku. And then if you play the friendship rank battle, you can see how much he gets after this.
I believe you and I have some unfinished business.
Well, if this is how you want it.
So you can see here that, you know, for just now so you can see here, you know, the friendship rank in terms of the CCs we receive. Yeah, we get 23 CCs here just from clearing the battle for this Goku, because he has friendship rank 1. So at friendship rank 1 is typically, if you increase it by 1 slot, it gives you 2 CCs, and subsequently from friendship 2, rank friendship 2 onwards, it's 1 CC for every friendship rank slot that you get. Yeah, so you can see that, for this Goku you get 23 CCs, and for this Omega Shenron you got 7 CCs. So granting friendship ranks here, if you look at that, you can get maybe about 21 CC if you are on friendship rank 2 above, and if you are clearing friendship rank 1, you will get at least 20 plus CCs. So in terms of getting your friendship rank up fast, there's a few places where you can get the friendship rank up fast. One is this Let's Fight. This is probably the best place where you can get the friendship rank up pretty quickly, but you can only do 3 battles and once a day. And in this battle 3, this is probably the one that gives you the highest friendship rank. And yeah, and you see that the friendship rank jumps out quite a fair bit. Yeah, so you just need to complete battles 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so another place that you can grind for, you can get CCs easily, is actually equipment upgrades. So under your Z missions here, there's this part here. If you scroll all the way down to the part where it shows you upgrading equipment. Yeah, so if you see, if you upgrade your equipment, I've done it so many times now, it's 63,900 pieces of equipment to rank A or higher, you will get 10 CCs. So that's another place that you can grind for CCs. And what I would suggest to people to grind for CCs is actually, there's this part where you have the events to get your Avenger tickets, correct? And if, for example, now I want to get this 7-hour ticket adventure, so basically what I'll do is I will use my energy tickets, correct, to get, and I'll get all these equipments. So instead of throwing away, discarding these equipments like most people does, yeah, because these are all worthless equipment, what you can do is, yeah, so instead of selling them, you can just select all to upgrade. Yeah, I mean, if there are those E ones, then try not to. But those C's, what you can do is, why don't you just upgrade? See, it's quite easy to do so, especially during the point where you have the mega event, the mega upgrade equipment bonanza. So where those equipment upgrade bonanzas itself, is very easy to upgrade all these to A or higher. Yeah, so basically you just need to go to this equipments here, then you can just upgrade and then you just discard them. Yeah, and or you can go to any of the plat equipment. Yeah, so you can do a reroll. Although this is actually resource intensive, so I really won't suggest people to reroll all the time. Yeah, so for your equipment slot, sometimes when those unique equipments, the last slot is not your red color slot, you can actually do a reroll. Like, you know, for this Namek Goku equipment, you see it's already God tier. So if I reroll it 30 times, I can do, let me just do once, because every time you reroll you need to use this erasers. And you see, if I reroll this, it's God tier to God tier still, so it's easily upgrade A and above. So you can reroll this multiple times, so you can do a 30-time reroll, and then you can get your CCs through your missions itself. But that is really the last resort, because it uses up a lot of resources like Zennies and erasers. So that will only be a point where you only do it only at certain events, which is your raids. Your raids here basically gives you easily about 2000 erasers. If you do the raid as much as possible, you can get about 2000 erasers easily, and you can do it your rerolls about 2000 times. But I would typically suggest people not to do that, because for every 100 equipment you reroll is about 100. So unless during the raids itself you have so much resources, yeah, then you can do that, because that's when you can get the erasers. And then if you really have nothing to reroll, or you have other equipment to reroll, then please reroll during this period of time. And finally, I think in terms of CCs wise, the very last free-to-play event is this event, the TOP. So in TOP you get 1100 CCs, you get 1500 CCs every 2 weeks. So under the missions tab itself, you get 100 CCs, and you know, if you finish within the top 25%, you get 1100 CCs. And also when you clear all the way to finish to the last battle itself, you get 300 CCs for clearing the last boss. So every 2 weeks you get 1500 CCs, which is a lot of CCs. Okay, so you can see that in last season of TOP, I finished in the top 25%, so it's 1100 CCs here. So it's a very good place to get CCs. It's the best place to get CC in the whole game. So every season 1500 CCs is almost guaranteed. So 1 month is 3000 CCs. That's a lot of CCs. That's basically one rotation that you can do. And TOP is really a place that I would suggest people to always go and do it to get the CCs. So I basically ran through in the game where are the areas to get your CCs, and what are some of the ways to grind it, like, you know, grinding through friendship rank grind, or you know, can do equipment upgrades or equipment rerolls. Although equipment rerolls you need a lot of erasers, so it's resource intensive, and you need a lot of Zennies as well. So you can a free to play way is, you know, when you use when you get any equipment itself, just go and upgrade them, and then you get an A rank, good for you, and then you can discard all those equipments. Yeah, so basically for any players itself, you want to do all the events, and then do the story, and then collect missions, and do the raids, do a co-op, TOP definitely, and PvP. So that's so-called your free-to-play way to get CCs. And the other way to get CCs, of course, is you go to your shop here. So under the shop, there are different items that you can buy inside here, and I'll just briefly run through with people who want to pay a bit to buy the CCs itself to play the game. You know, which are the items that you want to buy in the shop. Okay, not all items are good value for money. just to highlight, because I'm based in Singapore, all the money that you see here is actually in Singapore dollars. So if you are in US or whichever country, just translate accordingly to your exchange rate. Yeah, so basically the first item that I'll suggest to people is actually this unlock mission plan premium plans. So especially I'm under battle levels, as I mentioned. Under the battle levels plan, you get 500 cc's for free, and if you buy the premium plan itself, it gives you 1500 cc's if you complete the missions. Okay, just make sure you complete all the missions and collect, because every 14 days they will reset, so make sure you collect it before the thing expires. Yeah, don't have to collect everything upfront, but like I mentioned, collect 3 days before thing expires, so in case you forget or you get busy later on. Yeah, so in terms of the CCs wise, yeah, the CCs itself, you'll get 1500 CCs for $9.98 spent. So that works out to about 66 cents per 100 cc. So that is the most value for money purchase in the whole game. Okay, so that's what I would suggest players to buy. And then we also have this CC mining bigger over 30 days. So I am a partial pay to play player. I pay for those value items in the shop. Yeah, so this is the second most valuable item to buy. So for over 30 days, you can get 1200 cc's, and you pay $9.98. So for every $100, for every 100 cc's that you spend, each 100 cc's costs about 83 cents. So this is the second most valuable one to buy. The third one would be this monthly step sale. So under the step 1 itself, you pay $9.98, you get 1000 cc. So that's 99.8 cents for every 100 cc's. And then if you go on to the step 2 itself, step 2 you pay $5.98 for 700 cc's. That works out to 85.4 cents every 100 cc's. Then the step 3 will be every for 500 cc's itself, you pay $2.98, you get about every 100 cc's will be about $5.96. So all in, you are for this monthly step sale, that if you buy all, it's 2200 cc's for $18.94. It works out to about 86.1 cents for every 100 cc's. So this is basically the third most valuable item to buy in the shop. And then the fourth most valuable one will be this CC mining digger over 16 days. So over 16 days, you can collect up to 2500 cc's. So just to let you know, you can collect them under this assist O-bot. So this assist O-bot is where you collect every day your cc's. So over 16 days itself, you can get 2500 cc's and you pay about $22.98 Sing dollar. So every 100 cc's is about 91.92 cents. This is the fourth most valuable one. And then the fifth most valuable one is typically these special sales. Typically this comes out every time when a new banner releases, and this will actually always appear. So for 1000 cc's, you pay $9.98, which works out to 99.8 cents every 100 cc's. Then the sixth most valuable one is this 96cc daily sale. You pay 98 cents each day. You get 96cc, so it works out to about $1.02 every 100 cc's. Then the Next one will be this monthly pack. This monthly pack is actually extremely good as well if players want to buy. So you get 3,800 CCs. On top of that, you get 500 energy tickets and 300 skip tickets. But seriously, in the shop, you just want to get CCs. Those are the most valuable. Energy tickets, skip tickets, whatever other things are typically not so valuable. As you play the game, you find that you'll be stuffed with lots of these resources as you play, so you don't really need to buy all these energy tickets and skip tickets. So you are really in for the CCs, and for 3,800 CCs you pay about $59.98, and you will each for 100 CCs is equivalent to $1.57. So this is the 7 most valuable, and typically when you have those new banners coming out, you have all these special sales as well. Yeah, so these special sales, if you see, like this 33% off one is the 8 most valuable. For 2,000 CCs you pay $39.98, and every 100 CCs is about $1.99 cents. And the next one would be this 50% increase CCs, where you get 3,000 CCs for $59.98. So it works up to 1.9993. So it's slightly more expensive than the 33% off. So the next one would be this 28% off special sale. So you get 1,100 Chrono Crystals for $24.98, which works out to $2.27. So you can see that as you go up, this one actually is increasing more. Then the following one that we have here is the weekend sale. This weekend sale is pretty good in that sense that you get 2,000 CCs, and on top of that you get 200 LFZ power for RF units. So LFZ powers are really good. So I mean, from an intangible point of view, this is something that is pretty decent if you really need CCs. Yeah, so this weekend sale for 2,000 CCs you get $49.98, which was up to about 100 CCs, $2.499. Yeah, so these are the ones that you typically want to pay for. Yeah, so these are the top 11 that I will think that you want to pay. Then after that, it will be your standard 2,000 CCs for $59.98. These are all permanently available. Yeah, so you can see that it's starting to get really expensive, and there's those standard 1,100 CCs. Don't ever buy those. Those standard 320 CCs don't buy. Standard 150 CCs don't buy. These are all shitty. These are rubbish. If you ever need to buy, just buy those standard 2,000 CCs at $59.98, because at least for 100 CCs you are getting it for $2.999. The rest are already hitting $3 plus for every 100 CCs. So don't waste your money on those. Yeah, so if you want to get CCs, I'll only suggest you getting those that are ranked by me from number 1 to 12. Yeah, and 12 is really no choice. And that's what I would suggest. Things like all this 320 CCs plus 50 energy kits, just don't waste your time. These are shitty, don't buy. 320 CC plus 100 skip ticket, don't buy. The only interesting one is this 320 CCs plus expand equipment limit by 5. For 320 CCs for $9.98, you're buying not really the CCs, but if you really need equipment slots, then just buy it. Yeah, but for free-to-play players, I suggest just leave it. Yeah, but if you are very competitive players, you need a lot of equipment, yes, then just go and buy this. This 320 CCs plus preset party expander, waste of time, don't buy. Yeah, so this is what I would suggest to anyone who wants to buy anything in the game itself. Yeah, so in short, if I were to suggest to people to buy the to spend on the game itself, those are the ones that I would suggest is the 1 to 12. And typically, if you want to be a light spender, so I've done a summary here of items to buy from rank 1 to 7. Yeah, so in terms of players who wants to spend little money, these are the items that I suggest to buy. In terms of you want to be a light spender itself, you can just look at spending the money. So for the daily sales, I'm assuming that you spend over 30 days, and then for the monthly special sales, typically it comes out twice a month. Typically there's 2 banners each month, so it should come out twice. And you have the CC mining bigger over 16 days, so typically it's twice a month. Now, so you can see that how much you want to spend. Actually, from a personal point of view, I think that you can spend up from 1 to 4. If you want to spend less than 100 a month, you can get extra 1400 CCs already. So that's really very good. And yeah, if you want to spend slightly more, you can actually buy the monthly the special sales and the 90cc daily sales, and each month itself you will get about 16,000 plus CCs for $144. Yeah, the monthly pack sales, it depends. I mean, if you want to buy the pack 3 times for each month, there's extra 11,400, but it's almost like $179 dollars itself. So it may be a bit costly for people to buy. So if you want to be a light spender, I would suggest 1 to 4 actually is very good itself. You want to spend like 100 each month on the game. Yeah, so that would be what I suggest. And with this, I will end my video here. Yeah, so hope everyone finds this video useful in helping you to get your CCs, whether you are free to play, how to get your CCs, or if you are going to be a pay to play player, in exchange in the shop itself, which are the items to buy. So hope this is useful for everyone, and if everyone likes the video, please like, subscribe, and comment in the video itself. And if there are any things that you need me to highlight, please do let me know so in the comments. Thanks everyone, bye.